Hello everyone and welcome back to RGB Tech. It's been a long time since I've done videos or tests on the Galaxy Watch. Also, I'm still getting a lot of comments on this like, I have connection issues, or I'm unable to install apps after the latest watch update. But don't worry. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to sideload and install apps on your Galaxy Watch 7 or 8 series, or even older models since the Watch 4. And right now, this is my new Galaxy Watch 7 LTE version, which is powered by the Exynos W1000 processor. It's the same chip on the Watch 8 with similar specs. So anyways, to get started, first let's head over to Settings, go to About Watch, and then go to Software Information. Currently, it's running on the latest One UI 6 watch version based on the Android 14 system. Now simply here, you'll find Software Version. Just tap on it several times to enable developer mode. Go back, alright, now go to Developer Options. Here, go to Wireless Debugging Mode. Enable wireless debugging, and make sure the Wi-Fi is turned on for the watch. Alright, so here select Allow Network Permission, tap on Allow. Okay, it's enabled. Now on the phone, make sure both the Galaxy Watch and the phone are connected to the same Wi-Fi to avoid connection failed errors over different IP addresses. On the phone, open Play Store, search for the Bugjaeger app. I'll directly provide the link in the description. And this method is still working fine, so you need to install this app. Alright, now open the Bugjaeger app. Here, tap on the connection icon. Now here you can see, it displays the IP address and port of the connected Wi-Fi. Now on the watch, select Pair New Device. Here it displays your pairing code and the IP address. On the phone, select Pair, enter the port code. Here it already initialized. Now enter the pairing code as shown on the watch. Now tap on Pair. Okay, now tap on Connect. Alright, it's connected. If you want to check, here you can check the system logs of the watch. You can also see on the watch paired devices, it's connected as localhost. Now it's time to sideload. Tap on the add icon, select the app package, or you can even select apps installed on your phone. Select the app. So here I'm going to install this package, and this is ADA64, a phone info application, which gives the complete hardware and software information of the device. Here I just want to check whether this watch is on 64-bit or in 32-bit mode. Also, I'll install some more apps, or you can even install games as well, like I showed in our watch videos long back ago. Now let's check out this watch data. As mentioned, this is the Galaxy Watch 7. It has 2 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage. And here is the main part core, the Exynos W1000, based on a 3nm 5-core CPU with one Cortex A78 core and the remaining efficient ones. That's a huge upgrade from its predecessor, but unfortunately it's limited to 32-bit mode, even though it's a 64-bit chip. So we can even expect more apps or games to work on it, except for some ARM 32-bit apps or games, and the same Mah G68 GPU. These are the main core specs, but sadly, you can only sideload 32-bit Android packages. Anyways, let's sideload more. I'll sideload a game. Only 32-bit versions will work. I already did a video on how to choose and install apps between different ARM32 and 64 versions long ago, so do check out cards or in the description. And there we go. The Subway Surf got installed. Let's open it up. Alright. Now let's tap to play. And to my surprise, it's running really great, and it's smooth. But this is not enough, so let's try with Minecraft. And it's even more CPU demanding. Let's load the world. And there we go. And look at it, guys. It loads very fast, and we are getting a proper 60 FPS. So, Anyways, that's all for this video. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. And thanks for watching. Peace out.